Welcome back, Internet, to Jeremy Reads Aloud Self-Help Books. I'm your host, Jeremy, and we've been reading the book King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. So the book is called King, Warrior, Magician, Lover, Rediscovering the Archetypes of the Mature Masculine. Page 119 now. We're reading chapter 8, The Lovers. And we're just going to read the introduction here, page 119. And just, I have to get to work, so here we go. The Elephanta Caves on an island in the Arabian Sea, just off the coast of Bombay, India, are a spectacular sight even from a distance. These are the original temples of doom of Indiana Jones fame. They are set in a steep, heavily forested mountainside, the trees coming down to the water's edge. Monkeys scamper through the underbrush and swing, howling and screeching, through the treetops. Once you are inside, these temple complex caverns open up into dusky, mysterious splendor. And there, by the light of hundreds of glimmering candles, towering in the gloom, carved out of the living rock, is a huge representation of the great phallus of the Indian god Shiva, the creator and destroyer of the world. This image is so powerful, so charged with life force for the faithful, that day and night the cave temple hums with the comings and goings of thousands of pilgrims and echoes with their songs and chants. The worshipper is caught in a mood of utter fascination by this graphic portrayal of the divine masculine and responds with a hushed yes of recognition. The ancient Greeks had a god, Priapus, whose phallus was so huge, so large, he had to carry it ahead of him in a wheelbarrow. The Egyptians honored the god Osiris in the form of the Gillette pillar. In the traditional fertility festivals, the Japanese still dance with huge artificial phalluses that are intended to evoke the procreative powers of nature. The erect penis is, of course, a sexual symbol, but it is also a symbol of the life force itself. For ancient peoples, blood was the carrier of, page 120, the carrier of spirit, energy, the soul. And when the blood stood the penis erect, it was incarnating spirit into flesh. The life force, always divine, was entering the profane world of matter and of human life. The result of entering the profane world of matter of human life. The result of this union of the human and the divine, of the world and God, was always creative and energizing. From this union, new life and new forms, new combinations of opportunities and possibilities were born. There are many forms of love. The ancient Greeks spoke of agape, non-erotic love, what the Bible calls, quote-unquote, brotherly love. They spoke of eros, both in the narrow sense of phallic or sexual love, and in the wider sense of love as the bonding and uniting urge of all things. The Romans spoke of amore, the complete union of one body and soul with another, body and soul. These forms, and all other forms of love, for the most part varieties of these, are the living expression of the lover energy in human life. Jungians often use the name of the Greek god Eros to talk about the lover energy. They also use the Latin term libido. By these terms, they mean not just sexual appetites, but a general appetite for life. We believe that the lover, by whatever name, is the primal energy pattern of what we could call vividness, aliveness, and passion. It lives through the great primal hungers of our species for sex, food, well-being, reproduction, creative adaptation to life's hardships, and ultimately a sense of meaning, without which human beings cannot go on with their lives. The lover's drive is to satisfy those hungers. The lover archetype is primary to the psyche, also because it is the sense of the energy of sensitivity to the outer environment. It expresses what Jungians call the sensation function, the function of the psyche that is trained on all the details of sensory experience, the function that notices colors and forms, sounds, tactile sensations, and smells. The lover also monitors the changing textures of the inner psychological world as it responds to incoming sensory impressions. We can easily see the survival value of this energy potential for our distant, rodent-like ancestors who struggled for survival in a dangerous world. Whatever the primeval background, how does the lover show up in men today? How does he help us to survive and even to flourish? What are the lover's characteristics? We're going to take a little break on page 121. Tune in the next video. I'll be reading the subheading, The Lover in His Fullness. On page 121, chapter 9, The Lover. Pardon me, not chapter 9, chapter 8. That's the chapter right here. And we're reading the book, King, Warrior, Magician, Lover, by Robert Moore and Douglas Gillette. I encourage you to get the book yourself. Here's the book. Click the Amazon link. Thank you for watching, folks. Young men, it's time to integrate the archetypes. And we'll see you again real soon. Have an awesome, fulfilling weekend. We'll see you again real soon next week. Bye.